So I'm going to let this play once on its own, and there's a couple things I want to note. So for this first jump, I just use this little line here. Let me go back a bit. This little line right here, I just try and run a little bit past that and jump. See, right about here is where I jump, and if you run just even like the slightest bit further, you'll auto jump up to the platform here. And if that happens, you should know that if you're trying to practice this and you say you exit to main menu to restart, just continue at the checkpoint here instead of restarting the level, you will get different floor textures, so your visual cue will change. So yeah, the floor will always look like this when you restart the level. Just something to be aware of. And I forgot to mention, when you do this jump, I have the little keyboard input display down here. You just hold straight left the entire time. Bomb boost when you, just a little bit after you pass the platform, or I think a little bit after the peak of the jump. I never really think too hard about it. It is possible to bomb boost too late, of course, but it's not, I don't think it's terribly precise. And now for this jump, it's also using keyboard. I use keyboard for this whole thing down to the platform here, but it's only really important for these first two parts. And this jump here, you should know, you need to be just about entirely off the floor here before you turn and jump left. You want to jump straight left and then immediately switch to holding up and right. And this jump here should be very consistent with keyboard. I think if you fail to land back here, it's more likely that you're jumping a little bit too soon here, rather than like holding directions at the wrong time or something, because that seems pretty lenient on that part. Now when you land back here, you can just roll immediately, but I would recommend just delaying it a little bit to move up left just a tiny bit, so that you can just immediately roll and then turn around right away to face the wall. If you try and roll immediately, you just have to delay the turnaround a little bit so you don't just smack right into the death plane. So you can see here, after I land, I take 2 little steps up left. And then pretty quickly after the wall, just letting go of up and left, and then down right immediately. And to do the bomb boost, you want to just kind of fall somewhere down past the rug here, I think. This is another thing I don't really have a real precise visual cue for. But this is where I dropped the bomb, maybe a little bit early I'd say, but I detonated a good bit later down here. And that actually landed me, it looks like plenty high enough above the floor here, which is actually pretty okay. The death plane that you're trying to get under looks something like this. The pink plane kind of sloping down here is the death plane, and that is actually just a mild inconvenience, because when you go to jump across these platforms, if you do just full height jumps, you will hit the death plane. I try and run off and do like a real tiny tap jump to avoid hitting auto jumping to the ladder here, and I do just another real tiny tap jump over here just to be safe. But I believe as long as you kind of cut your jump short a bit, you'll be fine. And I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show that when you jump behind the wall here, this is what you're standing on. This little stone block that I just put a big red box over, so you can see that you have a good little bit of room to move up and left on that, like I was talking about. And also to get the climb up the ladder here, I'd assumed you would want to just hold up and right, but after about 15 attempts of not getting it. I tried just holding up and it worked like pretty much every time. Funny enough, in this clip I missed it, so just trust me on that.